In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make 3 different custom roofs. Each of these roofs are techniques I use every single build, and if you want to see them in action, make sure you subscribe so you can see all of my builds. Anyways, let's get right into the video. Alrighty guys, so the first custom roof that I'm going to teach you how to make is the most basic one, which is just a hollow gable roof. So I'm going to make a room about this size, and then I'm just going to place a floor right here. The next piece is probably the most important, and I'm basically just going to use this piece right here, make it a width of 0.5, and then I'm going to make it come all the way out here to the edge of this wall, which is 5.5. Now I'm going to lower it all the way down, clone another one on top, and we're going to transform this cube to fill in this gap here between the cube and the wall. Now that that's filled in, we can go on to the next part. So now I'm going to make a basic shape, and I'm going to make it probably be about this width right here. And for now, I can basically just place it like this. Then I'm going to get my slope. So in this situation, I'd probably like a slope of this, and I'm going to transform it to probably right about there. And if we clone this piece over to the other side, we can actually see when these two are going to meet together. So by just adding in an extra little bit and then making some fine adjustments, your roof will eventually look like this. And if you want, you can do a second cube like this, and then basically just move this one down so that way there's no gap right over here. Then you can paint this underpiece, whatever kind of texture you'd like. And in this situation, I'm probably going to use this plank. And then of course on the top, we can use our very friendly roof shingles. And now as you can see, if I just place the roofs like this and fill in the other side, I will have an entirely hollow gable roof. The next roof I'd like to show you is how to make a curved roof. So you might have seen in my modern mansion that I made this entirely curved custom roof. And a lot of people really wondered how I did that and how I get lights on it. So I'm going to show you how to make both. First, I'm probably going to use a base probably like this one right here, 0.25, and we could just paint it whatever plank we want. For me, I'll probably just use this one, and I'm going to scale it up all the way to there. Now to get the custom light in here, this is where it gets a little more tricky. We're going to use a basic shape and we're going to size it to whatever we want. For me, I'm probably going to go with a 1x5 shape. Now I can use the light box and place it on top of the shape. Then let's say I painted like a nice white on the base. I can just transform this, flip it upside down, and then as you can see, I can just connect it to this little piece right here, which overall is a really simple design. But next, of course, is the hardest part, which is making the actual curved roof. So I'm going to place one on the edge like this, and then I'm going to rotate it using this piece right here. Depending on how much you want it to curve, obviously is up to you. For me, I'm just going to go tick by tick, and I'm just going to slowly connect it to this roof right here, and then I'm going to move this piece in to be perfectly flush. And now, of course, if I want to get a roofing layer, I can just place another one of these, get rid of our lights, and you guys can see that now I have a roof. And if I just keep on placing this, I can just continue this and make it slope down even more. And as you guys can see, the entire roof is curving. And then if you want to clone this all to the other side, you can basically just do this, but take off the final piece, rotate it over, and then make sure you just copy whatever you did on this side. So for me, all I have to do is rotate it one tick and then connect it. And now as you guys can see, if I click this middle one, it'll entirely copy everything I just did, which I can now place just in the middle like this. And then all I have to do is just drag it up. And then all I have to do is make sure that I click on the wood here, drag it on up, and I will have an entirely curved roof with some lights on it. Obviously, you can tune that up to however you may like, but you get the overall concept. And now this final roof is probably one of the trickiest ones, and that is how to make your own custom pyramid roof. Pyramid roofs are a lot of fun and can be very useful, but they also can be extremely challenging. So to start, anytime I'm doing a pyramid roof, I will always make the base go over the edge like this, and then I will do another one and place it right here, and then I will basically just connect these. Now that that is out of the way, we are going to go to basic shapes and we're going to use the corner wedge. If you paid attention to whatever width you made this, which for me, my width is 6.8, you're going to want to make the wedge width be 3.4. And then of course, we need to make the wedge as long as our piece right here, and then we can raise it up as high as we want. For me, I'll probably just do this for now. And then I'm just going to copy and paste the exact same thing on the other side. And sometimes your placements may get a little messed up. All you have to do is just transform this into the middle. So for me, I'm going to transform it at 0.05 on both of these, and now they will connect perfectly. And now if you want to get that out of the way, you can just place these along your corners to see if they match up. And if yours look anything like this, all you have to do is just move them in a tick, transform it back, and now your roof will look a little bit better. And now that we have one right here in the corner, all we have to do is just use our pyramid wedge, and we're going to experiment. by transforming this here in the middle, and then adjusting our wedge, we will hopefully make a corner piece that looks pretty flush. And if your corner piece comes off the edge too much, you can just transform it in, and then if you have a little gap in the middle, all you have to do is just use this horizontal wedge. And now as you guys can see, you have an entire pyramid roof. This is a much easier way to make a custom one without having to use the in-game one that can be really glitchy. And of course, you can just paint it whatever you want. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. I will see you guys whenever I'm done planning out the next one.